2012 marks a host of revisions for Volvo's most established and biggest SUV, the XC90. It's got new headlight designs, it's got body coloured bumpers, new 19-inch alloys and a revised interior. So to find out if it still remains the ultimate family tank, we're going on a slightly different road trip, 1,000 kilometres from here to see a man about a bobsleigh, because that's what every family does, right? Here is pretty special. Here is Paris, and we are at the foot of the Basilica of the Sacré-Cœur, which is the highest viewpoint of the city, just to soak up these views because they are pretty spectacular. So it's time to grab a coffee and head east. We're a few hundred kilometres into our route now to Innsbruck, and as well as reveal just how bad French radio is, it's also quite enough time to get behind the wheel of the XC90 and figure out what's good and what's bad. So I'll offer a match of the day style, too good, too bad. The first, these orthopedically designed seats, they're anti-whiplash seats as well, and they're so comfortable. They're most certainly the best in the game at making seats, Volvo. These are brilliant. The other amazing thing is just the feeling of safety in here is tangible. Just everything feels really solid. You've got these massive sized A-pillars going on here. You've got intelligent side and curtain airbags. You've also got, you know, this very well considered button down here that allows you to switch where the headlights move. They don't dazzle oncoming traffic, which is just really, really considered. Very nice touch. Too bad, this particular vehicle has been fitted with winter tyres, and there's quite a lot of road noise going on. You also get a significant amount of steering judder when you get to 130 kilometers per hour, which is around 80 miles an hour, sort of the top motorway speed limits of France, and that's a bit discerning really. So we're hoping it's just a winter tyres thing. The other thing which isn't, and it's a common theme with a lot of Volvos, the satellite navigation system. It's just a complete arseache, if I'm completely honest. You've got this remote control to operate it, and it's just nowhere near as intuitive as having a simple touchscreen. It's just slow-witted, it's difficult to use, it's difficult to input, and all the time you've got to do it off this remote. It's just, it really needs to move on. I think this is the one thing that I find dates the car the most. Status update, we've arrived in Zurich. A bit odd this place, to be honest, a bit of a ghost town at the moment. I know it's Sunday night and all. You join us in a very picturesque Austria. It's -2, my trip gauge is saying, and as you can see it's beautifully snow-capped forests. So the four-wheel drive and the winter tyres are really coming into their own right now. We're on our way to see a guy by the name of Scott Alloway. Now Scott is the commercial director for the British Bobsleigh Team, and they do a lot of training over in Innsbruck, which is there's a big bobsleigh run in Innsbruck that was used in the Winter Olympics, both in 1964 and 1976. So we're going to get the goss on bobsleighing, find out how fast they can go, and maybe even get a taxi ride. Here we are. Look at that. That is a bobsleigh run. Amazing. We're just having a look through the track now because we've got a bit of time to take it in, go through all those 14 corners. So look at the banking on this particular one, it's immense. Graham and Scott are just going through the motions now and telling us about what to expect in terms of G-forces around the shoulders, around the body, what to look out for on these transitions. Because if you can actually look down the track and see where you're going, then it's obviously less pressure on your body.
There's not a lot of gradient in the slope. It's just you have to be able to get round on a flatter line to run you on.
Yeah, it's comforting that, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, no, don't you worry.
When you first get in it, you think, oh, this. What's all this about? Then you naturally, just from the core, you start to tighten up. And you think, oh my god, yeah, and it just builds and builds and builds. You know, it just gets faster and faster and faster.
In the first couple of corners, you get a lot of wee and people cheering, and then by the time you get out of Chrysler, it's changed.
Apparently, you can reach speeds of up to 125 kilometers per hour. That sounds pretty frightening, to be honest, considering you're not even going to be in control. You're about to see our new office for the next 60 seconds. Speed quite quickly, just come past the starter point. You can see the spurs still. Oh my word. Oh my word. I feel God. What a left hander. That's my shoulders now. That was amazing! Oh my word! I've never felt speed like that. Absolutely unbelievable. There's so much compression in your shoulders. But it was like sitting in a bathtub.